So my name is Blake Galligan. I think I either want to be like a baseball player or a doctor.
My name is Jack Shockey. For sure, I want to be a sports announcer. I love football.
I love football.
I had a perfectly normal pregnancy, no complications, and they immediately wheeled him off to the NICU, primarily because he was a preemie, and so they just wanted to go check him out and make sure everything was okay. But they didn't ever bring him back to me.
He was born with one of the chambers of his heart not being developed. It's called hypoplastic left heart syndrome, which means that the left side of his heart is quite small, sometimes not there.
Dr. Shapiro told us that hypoplastic left heart syndrome basically has 3 options: that we could let him pass and he would probably live for about a week with no intervention. We could subject him to a series of 3 open heart surgeries where he could do well, he could live a normal life, but that the oldest person living with his condition was in their mid-30s, so he couldn't really tell me beyond that. Or the third option was that we could get on a list for a heart transplant. The success rate is very low for something like that.
Looking at all the research about the series of 3 heart surgeries that he had to go through, there's actually a lot of good success with that. And so we saw that this was the best thing for us as a family and for Blake down the road.
So they have to go through multiple surgeries in order to make their heart functional, in order for him to be able to have the ability to run and play and do what he does.
Blake's a normal kid. He likes to do anything he can. He knows that he has limits, but he controls himself.
It means a lot to me to be healthy, and I try really hard.
It's really special to me to have a friend that's this close to me.
We live close, we can walk over to each other's houses. We like to throw the football, play basketball.
You know, they're both goofy and silly, and they do crazy stuff that they probably shouldn't do together, but at the end of the day, like, they're brothers.
Here at DOS, we do the American Heart Association jump rope for heart.
You can jump rope, and then you'd go raise money in the streets, and you'd go to houses and houses, and you'd raise money.
He started talking about the jump rope for heart and how that was really inspiring to him and how it was important for heart health and diabetes, and that's where Blake came in, and it snowballed once it started.
Jack came to me and said that he had seen this commercial about the NFL Play 60. And he said he was interested in doing his science fair project on the effects of 60 minutes of exercise a day, how that's helpful and beneficial for wellness.
The NFL Play 60 is a 4-week challenge. That challenge could exercise 60 minutes a day. So we ended up coming up with this project for me, and I really wanted to do it because of Blake. And I know he has a special heart, and I wanted to prevent that from happening to other kids.
When he went on to learn about NFL Play 60 and he read about the obesity rates of kids in the 80s and 70s and today, and heart disease and diabetes, I mean, he kind of put the book down. He looks up and he goes, "Mom, we're not healthy today."
What was really interesting is he started to get the bigger picture of why obesity was important.
And while Blake has a heart condition, you know, Jack has 2 pretty short parents and a doctor that tells him all the time that his BMI is creeping up. So he has his own, battle at times. And I think this is giving him information and knowledge that he can utilize and empower himself. So thank you, American Heart Association, for being my great third party when I'm saying I think that's enough for right now, and maybe we should go jump off a trampoline.
Blake surprises us every day, but it's not what you have planned. It's not what you have expected, and it turns your life upside down. Just looking at him reminds me to put it all in perspective. I mean, truly, if he can overcome what he's overcome, then I need to just let the rest of it go. In 2013, I testified on behalf of the American Heart Association in front of the Texas Senate about the importance of pulse oximetry, and now has passed in Texas that every newborn will get a pulse oximetry test at birth. That wasn't mandatory before.
The American Heart Association and their programs engaging younger kids is really the best way to go.
So the American Heart Association has been really instrumental in promoting health for everybody, not just children, but everybody.
American Heart Association helped save my life, so I think it's really cool.